been a while since y'all see me, and I feel like every time y'all see me I got a new hairstyle. But these are just some feeding braids. It's actually time to take them out, so next time you see me I should have a sew-in. But anyways, so here's a recap of my life. I actually won presidency for Divine Unity. If you guys don't know what the organization is, it's a mentoring and mentee group, kind of like the Big and Little program. And I won president. This is major to me because not only does it give me a leadership role at Bennett, but I was in the pageant and I won first runner-up, so to actually come back and be president, it's amazing. So anyways, I actually haven't wanted to do this video for such a long time, and I have to go to work at 5, so I have to keep the eye on the clock, if you feel me. But anyways, this video is going to be kind of a description on how orientation week will actually go for you all, because one, I never saw like a detailed video of orientation week. I saw like a few clips in certain YouTube videos, so I was like, okay, well, I want to do mine. So early on when I first started vlogging, I recorded a few clips, and I'm sure it was way more than that on my old Android. Yeah, like throwback to my Android. There were a few clips on there, so I have them. They're going to be inserted in this video, and let's just get right into it. What is orientation week? Orientation week is where all the fresh women move in, and you have an orientation leader, which is like a big sister who already went to Bennett. She's moved in as well to help you and guide you, as well as your RAs. And it's very fun. You know, there's an event every day because the next week you guys will start classes. So I believe I moved in on Wednesday of last year. Yeah, it was Tuesday and Wednesday were the initial fresh woman move-in days, and I moved in on Wednesday. And I was in the group chat with all the girls that I never even met, but for that moment we were like besties. So we're like, yeah, where are you sitting? Oh my gosh, I'm here. Are you guys there yet? No, da da da. So I remember packing up, and it was so hot, and you guys can see that in the clip right here. Basically, it's my vlog number 2, and it's moving day, and ignore my nails because this campus stuff was really expensive. I'm hot mess, but it is my moving day for Bennett College, Bennett 21, and we still have to go through the process and meetings and all that. Right now we are packed up, both cars are packed up, said our last goodbyes, and I will definitely hit you guys up later, hopefully when I get that key and move in, because it's hot already, baby. I look a mess, baby. Talk to y'all in a bit. Guys, just witnessed was me actually in the car, you know, getting ready to move in. I was so excited. I had a chubby little face. That's what happens when you work at a fast food restaurant. You ate like every single day. Yeah, so I was very excited. I remember pulling up and we couldn't find the building, and then we did, like, we sat in there, and Dr. Phyllis Dawkins, the president, she spoke to us, and she was like, you know, welcome all your sisters. And I remember texting the girls like, where are you guys sitting? Where are you guys sitting? There were no more seats. I was standing at the back door, and you can see that in the clip right here. Was just a little tiny clip of how busy that day actually was. And that was just that was probably the end of Phyllis Dawkins' speech. But after that, we went through 12 or 11 different stations, and this is where you get completely cleared from everything so you can actually move in. Some people had to leave and come back throughout the week, so they didn't get cleared initially. And luckily for me, after the long drawn out day and the long drawn out process, I was finally cleared from everything, and I was able to get my key. And I remember they were like, oh, your key's not in here, so you have to go over to Barge Hall. And we're like, where's Barge Hall? So we're driving over there, we're trying to find my key. They had gave me 3 room changes. I don't know why. I guess besties wanted to live together, and I got there later than the people on Tuesdays, so whatever. Finally I got my room key, and I got my permanent room for that moment. But anyways, I remember my family were moving in. I opened the door and I was just like, this looks like a jail. I'm not even gonna hold you, like, it looked like a jail. But whatever, so we disinfect everything, and I start to unpack, and my aunt helps me with like my bed. I'm getting nervous because it's all like starting to be real, like whoa, like I'm really about to be on my own. So I remember the girls were very welcoming. Like, I didn't know what RA or RD was, so I'm thinking these girls are like RAs, and they're like, hey, are you ready for college? Me and these girls actually continued to be cool, you know. But I remember the girl like distinctly. She was like, hey, ready for college? And I was like, yeah. They were like, are you nervous? I was like, yeah. And I'm like, who are these? Like, are they the older sisters or something? No, they were just fresh women that were excited about college, I guess. So my family, you know, after I'm all unpacked, you know, I walk them out. First, I meet my roommate. I hear them say, hey, your roommate, she's there. So I moved the door, and like they were talking to her, and she came in, and I was like, hey, you know. And she like gave me my time and my space to unpack and everything and get everything in motion. And I got really emotional when my aunt left, like when she really drove away. I was like, wow, like I'm scared. But anyways, my roommate and her friend that she had met the day before decided we were gonna go to get food. And we went to, there was an event that night called Wild and Out Wednesday, and they were just telling me like, yeah, you're about to get woken up in the morning and you gotta go to Zumba, and they have us out here just running around doing all this crazy stuff. And we had like an itinerary, how do you say that word? Whatever. We had a schedule for the week, and it was the blue paper that you could see in the next clip I'm going to show you, which is the next morning, because I believe that night I met her family and they had brought some things over and everything was cool, you know. We couldn't get our cable working in our room because there was no signal just yet. Yeah. So we watched a movie and we just kind of chilled and met other girls in the building or whatever. I wasn't used to people like being in my room. That was something I had to get used to because like I'm an introvert. So like girls just coming in and out your room that you don't really know, and you hear all these rumors about stealing. But it was totally false. We ended up being really close, and it just became normal to sit in somebody else's room. The next clip you're gonna see is actually them waking us up for the tradition. I can't remember the time, like 6:23 something, but it's where the OLs, orientation leaders, and the RAs run through the hallways waking you up, which I kind of talked about in my first clip, but like that's the intricate part of it. We can hear them like, wake up, good morning, blah blah blah. I was like, are you serious? I looked at the time, I was like, yo, I'm still tired from all this moving and y'all got the nerve to be banging on the door. But anyways, just watch the clip. Good morning, ladies, let's get out. Real life, beating on our doors. It happened all week up until the white breakfast, which was on Friday. They knocked and banged and would not leave you alone, and they yelled, and some fresh women were arguing with the orientation leaders because they're like, I'm up, da 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 da, because you have to be at the flagpole at that amount of time to learn the alma mater and sing it out loud. And mind you, it's still dark outside, we got hoodies on, we're tired, we're surrounded by girls we don't know, and y'all playing games, and we hungry. But either way, our SGA president and our Miss Bennett College would teach us the song, and then, you know, you go to breakfast, and then you do the activities for that day. In the next clip you're gonna see, the next clip that you're going to see, it's gonna be me actually going out to the field, and y'all, it was really ridiculous. I rotted my hair last night. As you could tell, this side just was wrong. The bob that I had was actually cute, but it ended up just looking a mess, girl. But it's okay. I learned. What else occurred? I remember going on a scavenger hunt that week as more girls start to move in and more people started to come and people started to get settled and you started to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So you're meeting people at honors, and the next day you're meeting people at player, and then you're meeting people in barge, and you're meeting big sisters now because now it's close to the weekend and they're moving in. And the white breakfast was actually pretty interesting. I remember the RAs in my building, like they came and dress checked you. They wanted to make sure it was pure white for Convocatum S, but it could have been cream for your outfits on Friday. Your white breakfast can be casual. Mine was cream, and then I had to go buy one that was white. And I remember everybody getting dressed and we're like, oh my goodness, do you have this? Do you have that, sis? Blah blah blah. So I believe we didn't line up for the white breakfast. We just went. We sat at a table. Everything was all white. They had like assorted fruits and bacon bars and scones and biscuits and muffins. It was a lot of things, and it was music. There were special introductions for the farthest belle that came here, got pearls, and the closest belle. I should have won that because I literally live right by Bennett, but it's okay. And then I remember singing the actual alma mater, and we had the little napkins, and it was like this. You can see that in the next clip right there.
Some say it's Talladega. Isn't a cheer, girls for the hero, blue and white. Some prefer to go to stand.
And we were waving the napkins. Everybody was waving the napkins. There were alum there. There were seniors there. There were fresh women. There were a lot of fresh women. Everybody looked so nice in their white and their cream. And then the unity candle was lit, which was all of the princesses, so the royal court as well as the SGA president lit the candle together. It was beautiful. And I can't remember what else we did that night. Probably the scavenger hunt. My favorite event was the scavenger hunt because that's where I met one of my friends, and I'm gonna post a little Snapchat video of that right here.
Hey. Add me on a snap, Estrella_Chase.
So that was just us. We had just met and we were walking and it was hot, and we were just basically looking and trying to find all the Bennett buildings and like learning the history of Bennett. But since I'd worked at Bennett over the summer, I already knew where all the buildings were and I already knew all the history, but it was good to get a recap. The next clip you are going to see is of me in my room because I hadn't really had time to like get cute. It was always go, go, go. So in that clip that I'm about to play next, it's just like discussing what was occurring throughout that week, and then the clip after that should just be a dorm tour.
My footage deleted, so I'm gonna have to do a whole new dorm room tour and other things. But what you just saw was people waking us up early because we had to sing the alma mater around the flagpole for hours. Hallelujah! And then we ate, and now we're gonna go to this little scavenger hunt. And I put on some makeup because I just haven't worn any since I got my hair done. And practicing for tomorrow, which is the last day I'll be vlogging for this vlog. So I would vlog at the scavenger hunt, but I don't care enough. So see y'all tomorrow at the white breakfast, and they're gonna be like, wake up again. So we added more pictures because this is what we do. We're just gonna fill up our dorm.
And I actually wanted to do a dorm tour for such a long time, and I just never posted it for some reason. And here it is right here.
Obviously the start of the dorm tour, and I am in Barge Hall, and our theme is paparazzi, I believe, or red carpet event, Met Gala. And basically we just get little cameras with our name on it, and gotta lock the door. So anyways, basically we just get like, this is my half of the closet, you know, cleaning supplies or what have you. And then we somehow ended up getting an indoor closet mirror, but it wasn't ours, so yeah. Closets. And of course I'm not going to show my roommate's half because it's not my property. And over here is my side of the room. I have a blanket at the foot of my bed because, you know, sometimes it gets chilly. You don't feel like breaking your bed down because it's so cute. I got a few pillows. I got my very first teddy bear ever. I know, don't call it childish because I've seen a lot of people with teddy bears. And I just got my lights, and I know the design may be weird because you're used to people like stretching it up there or what have you, but I actually like the way it looks when it's totally dark and not afternoon outside. And it's like, it just looks like, I don't know, the freaking Eiffel Tower. And then I have my S that you guys seen previously in my home because it's me, I'm Shay. Basically I have my calendar over there, yes, and my mirror. This is my desk. It's gonna be a vanity soon, but I haven't really worked things out, so now I just have bits and pieces or what have you. Also it has, you know, like just stuff, and we do have microwave and fridge, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when I turn off the lights. It's just so pretty. And that was the quick
orientation week. Was very informational. I signed up this year to be an OL because I want to get a one-on-one connection with my Bennett Bells, my Bennett sisters, as well as mentees, new mentees. The things, I lived in Greensboro, so I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I did not go to a lot of the events that the orientation leaders held because I was like, why do I need to go to the mall, ride the bus to the mall? I know where the mall is. I go to the bus. I mean, I didn't ride the bus. Bennett taught me how to ride the bus, but I knew where these things were. Walmart, there was no reason for me to go, and I knew. Now, for people who aren't from here, I definitely recommend going. You have to go to experience, and it's just very healthy, and it's safe, you know, because you know where you are at all times. We also had like a marshmallow contest when we had a gym pep rally, even though we don't have sports. I don't know, but I remember like that was pretty fun. The Wildin' Out Wednesday, my first night event, it was fun because like it was like Wildin' Out like the show, but it didn't really go as planned, but it was still fun. My very first hall meeting, that was hilarious. It was like all 60 of us sitting in one living room, learning about who our RD was, learning about our RAs, and asking questions and just meeting each other, and it ended up being a big argument. Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta go. But that's just because girls don't really know each other. But then it turned out okay. My first week was okay. I feel like it prepared me. Convocatum S was interesting. I didn't like my outfit, but it was interesting. And my advice to y'all, Bennett 22, like, hopefully y'all see this video before you come to Bennett. Bring a lot of white, and I'm talking about a lot of white. You will have Convocatum S like every other Thursday. Aces, make sure you wear closed-toe shoes, and your Bennett attire, you know, your Aces attire, because Aces is all year. It's not just freshman year, because a lot of people thought Aces was like orientation, which is 1 year. No, Aces like every year. Don't wear your bonnet, don't step on the grass, you know, and enjoy it, because Bennett is what you make it, and I had to learn that. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. See you later.
Crazy, so we used to